my name is Kirsten. Welcome to Yoga on YouTube with me. We are going to get started with a flow today. So we'll be adding on and using our breath to build some body heat and to keep ourselves moving, just to let our brains focus on what we're doing with our practice and not everything else that's going on with our day. Starting off, spread out through your toes, just kind of checking in with yourself. Roll back through the shoulders, activate through the legs. Slow that breath down from your day. Feel each rotation be very complete on either side of you, tracing a circle with the points of your shoulders, activating the legs, pulling up through the knees, lifting up through the spine, through the crown of the head. Let those shoulders settle down the back. Feel like there's a string pulling through the top of your head and we're zipped up through those core bandha muscles. Inhale, lift up. Gather up that breath. As you exhale, put some intention behind that, pressing through the palms, create resistance in the arms. Inhaling, getting longer through the fingertips. Plant firmly through the feet. Exhale, press through. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back. Close the ribs to the hips. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and dive down, long spine, all the way into your forward fold. First one of the day. Just checking in, seeing where your muscles and joints are at. If you need to move around in your pose, find where you're at. Notice any tight spots. Begin to feel those upper shoulders relax with gravity. Begin to shake out through your head. If you prefer to have a block here to put under your hands, you can keep a block handy. Feel that breath expand into the ribs, into the sides and belly. Reach through the crown of the head. Spread out through your toes. Reach up through the sits bones. And on your next inhale, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, back down. Relax the head. Inhale all the way up. Keeping those legs active. Exhale to your heart center. Inhale, lift up, one more time. Exhale and fold. Keep that extension through the backs of the legs. We're reaching up through the sits bones, and you can allow those arms to just hang or be on a block, or if you like, you can hold the forearms, hold the elbows to frame your face. As you breathe, reach up through the sits bones, reach the forearms toward the mat. Feel that rotation, spiraling the thigh bones inward. Expand through the belly on your inhale. Let exhale just help gravity out. And release any hold you have. Inhale halfway. Stretch your spine. Exhale back down, drop the chin. Inhale all the way up. Strong through your arms, strong through your legs. Exhale to heart center. And coming up to the top of your mat, going through our first sun salutation of the day. Spread out through your toes, zipping up strong. Find those shoulders open and take a deep inhale. Exhale to dive down, reaching tall through the crown of the head into that forward fold. And from here in your forward fold, if you'd like to, you can take your hands to your calves. And as you breathe here, using your hands to hold the calves and pull upward on the calves, helping to reach the crown of the head toward the big toes, reach the sits bones up. Take a breath here. And then release that hold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, framing out your feet. Take your right foot back. Find a tall lunge. Take your time to place your feet here. So you can put your hands on blocks. You can bring your hands up to your thigh bone. So whatever you need to maintain a really straight spine, really flat, even front foot. Feel where you're at with that right hip. So feel into your pose if you'd like to add some bend and straighten through your front knee. Go ahead, just letting that right hip open up. As you straighten that front knee, keeping that right hip pulling forward, keeping it squared up to the front of the mat. Belly button stays pulled in, shoulders engaged away from the ears. Exhaling your back knee all the way down to the mat. Firm pressure in that shin. Inhale to lift. And exhale, bringing it back down, wrapping, hugging that thigh bone, taking a breath. Inhale, lift. Tail tucks under, heart lifts up. Exhale, reach through the crown of the head. Wrap under last time. Inhale, lift up. Glide your weight forward as you lift your heart up. Lift that heart up. Thumbs reach to the wall behind you. Exhale your hands to the mat. Back toes tuck under, step into a plank. On your toes or on your knees. Find a strong, straight spine. Spread out through those fingers. Belly button pulls up into the body. Feel that broadening of the upper back as you push through the palms. You're just letting there's some space happen between those shoulder blades. Take one more breath. As you exhale, come down in chaturanga. Shoulders in line with those elbows, and then all the way to your mat. Flattening through the toenails. Inhale, peel the heart off just a little bit. Reaching forward through the ribs. Float your hands, baby cobra. Feel your neck as a natural extension of your spine. Just reaching through the top of the head. Shoulders press back. Big inhale, exhale, bring it back down. Ribs to hips. Plant your palms. Inhale to lift up. Elbows are tucked in tight. We lift up any amount. Sending the ribs forward. Extending the ears far away from the shoulders. Breathe into the low belly. Big expansive breath down that front body. Inhale your toes under. Exhale, shifting back. Downward facing dog. First one of our practice together today. Just pedal that out if you'd like. Feeling into your pose, checking in with those muscles and joints. Letting your heels settle, feeling where you're at. Trying to get some distance between the heels as they melt down and the tailbone as it tips up. Feel that rib to hip connection. Bottom of the rib cage reaching for the hip bones. Feel the connection of your fingers and your palms to the mat. And eyes look forward, walking up right and left into your forward fold. Relaxing that upper body. And once more, if you'd like to, holding the calves and using that grip to pull upward on the calves, helping to reach the crown of the head toward the mat. Taking it easy, not rushing into any amount of pressure here. And then releasing that hold, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling to your heart center. Standing tall in your best posture. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and dive down, long, tall spine. Drop the chin. And from here in that forward fold, take your two peace fingers and hook your big toes if you can. And from here, a lot of times we pull and the elbows are out wide, so you can try that variation. Still keeping those kneecaps pulling upward. If you'd like to change this up a little bit, draw the elbows inward, hugging them toward each other as you breathe, and draw your forearms toward your shins. Reaching the crown of the head toward the mat as you pull the big toes a little bit upward. One more breath. Giving your muscles a little time with that pose. Releasing any hold you might have. Inhale, halfway, extend the spine. Exhale, hands frame out the feet. Left foot steps back into a big lunge. Finding that tall, high lunge. Remembering you can change your hand placement if you'd like. And just like on that first side of the body, see where this lunge is at. You can start with some extension through that knee if you have room for it. Trying to keep those hips squared up to the front. Breath is slow and easy, but it's moving. Trying to maintain that spine, maintain that height in your vertebrae, from the tailbone up, maintaining that inward pull of the navel to the spine. On your last breath here, bring the back knee all the way to the mat. Low lunge, flattening through those toenails, firming up through the core. Inhale to lift, heart lifts up. Exhale, reach forward through the crown of the head, wrap the thigh bone. Inhale, lift up, tall spine, thumbs reach back. Exhale, navel pulls in. And again, inhale, lift up, front foot is firm, tail tucks under, big opening through that left hip. Last time, we're going to stay at the top for just a breath or two. Lifting tall. Now, if this bothers your shoulders, you can always be in heart center. Finding that pose, lifting up through the spine, gliding your weight forward, tail tucks under, breathe into that left hip. And on your next exhale, hands come to the mat. Tucking the back toes under, step into your plank. Find plank on your toes or on your knees. Pushing strong through those palms. Again, taking a minute to just feel the strength that your body needs for plank. Holding your best posture. Belly button pulls up into the body. Taking one more breath here. Exhale, coming on down, chaturanga. Inhaling up into your cobra. Heart sends forward, lifting any amount. Toes reaching back. Inhale, the toes under. Exhale, belly button pulls in, drawing you back into that downward facing dog. Again, feeling where you're at. Creases of the elbows spinning forward. If you'd like to, you can add a little right to left sway of those hips. Or you can pedal out your heels. Whatever you need to do to continue checking in and just letting that body get warmer. Bringing that center, left foot steps up, eyes looking forward, finding your forward fold. Relaxing the head and the neck, shaking that out a little bit. Inhaling all the way up. So tall. Exhale to your heart center. So hopefully if you're feeling really warm, you're getting ready to begin adding more pieces to this. And we're just going to add little pieces on at a time. So from the top of your mat, spread out through your toes. Shoulders roll back and open, lifting up. Inhale to lift, scoop up through that breath. Exhale, diving down, long spine, drop the chin. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, planting the palms, stepping the right foot back into a warrior stance. So angling that heel toward the back of your mat, lining up the front heel. And as you're ready, inhaling up, warrior. Hands can be together or separate. Turn the right side of the body to square up with the front of the mat. If you're not perfectly square, that's fine. You just want to feel that right hip opening as you lift up and tuck the tail under. One more breath here in a strong warrior one. Shoulders are down the back. As you inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sitting into that right foot. Toes are pointed in the same direction. Sitting low, dropping the heart, tabletop spine. Reach your fingertips in opposite directions. Firmly press your feet to the mat, skater pose. So as you exhale, navel pulls up into the body to stabilize and protect that low back. Shoulders down the back. We're reaching back through the hips, reaching forward through the top of the head, sitting our weight into our heels. Take one more breath here. And inhaling up. Exhale, turn back into that warrior one. Take a breath here. Exhale, skater pose, sinking into that hip, reach back, set the shoulders strong. Take a breath. Firm up through the back body, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, find warrior one. Reposition those feet. One more time. Exhale, into your skater, flat back. Sinking into that right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, lift tall and warrior one. Exhale, folding into that. Stepping back into your plank. Take a breath. Exhale, chaturanga down and through. Inhaling up, cobra, upward dog, pressing to the tops of the feet if you are feeling warm enough for that. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Big exhale, all that breath. Eyes look forward, bend the knees, step or hop into your forward fold. Inhale all the way up tall through your spine, strong arms, strong legs. Exhale into your heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, diving down, drop the chin. Taking that left leg, stepping back, finding a warrior stance with those feet, lining up that front heel with the archer heel of the back foot. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. So on this side of the body, left shoulder, left hip, turning toward the front of the mat, doing your best to square up and open that left hip. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. Hands can be together or separate. Thumbs reach back as the heart lifts up. Breathe all the way into that left hip one more time. And from here, inhaling, turning your toes to face the same direction. Exhaling into that left heel, flat back, reach those arms strong. Reach in opposition, hips reach back, top of the head reaches forward, and your toes are tracking in the same direction. Use your exhale to draw the belly button in. We're sitting into that leg really strong. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn your toes. Bring it back to warrior one. Take a breath here. Strong in that warrior one. Back leg's your anchor leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink into your skater. Drop that heart, strong spine. We're pulling the shoulder blades together for strength and support. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge into your skater. Reach back through the sits bones. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, get taller in your warrior one. Exhale, folding down, going through your asana, through your vinyasa. Inhaling. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Cobra, upward dog. Exhale, into your downward facing dog. Inhaling up onto your tiptoes, bending the knees, and then either stepping or hopping into your forward fold. Inhale all the way up, strong through the arms, strong through the legs. Exhale to your heart center, drawing the midline of your body into your mountain. So continuing to warm our bodies for our practice. Now we're going to add on top of your mat, spreading out through your toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale and dive. Drop the chin. Taking that right foot, big step back into your warrior stance. Finding your feet, inhale, lifting up. Finding the depth of that warrior lunge, making sure that you are finding the edges of that pose. Take a big breath. Turn into your skater. Dropping the heart, tabletop spine. Take a breath here. Taking that left arm, cartwheeling up, pivot on your feet to the ball of your left foot, lift into a high crescent lunge. Really finding, again, the depth of that lunge. Heart lifts up. Breathing strong. And then from here, exhale down into your plank. Stepping through your plank, take a breath. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Cobra, upward dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking that right leg, stepping forward, planting your foot, find a warrior stance. Inhale, lifting up, warrior one. Finding that height, rotating that left hip and shoulder forward. Breathe, finding the edges of your pose, the depth of that lunge. Strong back leg is your anchor. Exhale to your skater, into that left leg, sit back into the heel, flat back, reach back through those hips, forward through the crown. Pivot on your feet, inhale up into a crescent lunge, sinking into that front knee, reaching back strong through that left foot. So a longer stance is going to offer more challenge, and if you have a shorter stance where you bring your feet in, that's going to give you more control. You can change your feet anytime. Take a breath here. And exhale all the way back down. Step back into your plank. Take a breath. Move through your chaturanga. Inhale up into your cobra, your upward dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhaling up. Bending those knees, step or hop into your forward fold. Relax the upper body. Spread out those toes. Inhale, unfurl your spine all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, lift up. Firm up those legs. Exhale and dive. Drop the chin. Taking your right foot back, find your warrior one. Inhaling to lift into your warrior one. Exhale, settle into that lunge. Inhale, rise up. Turn the toes. Exhale, hinge forward, skater, really deep into that right knee. Inhale, pivot. And exhale, lift into your crescent. Take a breath here. Exhale your hands to your heart center, drawing that midline, using that pressure to remind you to zip up. And with your gaze forward, take a giant step into warrior three. So you can take a little catch step here, reaching through that back foot, squaring your hips up toward your mat, reach through the crown of the head. Lots of good breath. Navel pulls in tight. Finding that opposition, reaching through the foot, through the crown of the head. And from here, just back into that lunge. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling through your asana, through your vinyasa. Take a breath. Chaturanga through. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to your downward dog. Eyes looking forward, take your right foot, step forward, find warrior one. Inhale up and find that warrior one. Exhale, settle into your lunge, reach tall. Inhale, turn the toes. Exhale to that left knee, skater, hinge the heart to the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, find that high lunge. So strong. Finding the strength in those legs. Exhale, match your palms to your heart center. Feel the shoulders sink down the spine. Find a spot for your gaze. And as you exhale, step forward into your warrior one. And you can be up high in warrior one, or you can hinge any amount. Doing your best to keep those hips and shoulders square. Finding that opposition, so we have strong shoulders down the back, really excellent core engagement. Lifting ourselves upward away from the ground by pulling the shoulder blades together, by squeezing the glutes, by reaching through the top of the head and the foot. And inhaling to lift. Exhale, diving down, stepping through into your plank. Take a breath, move through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And then bending those knees. Extend into the downward dog. One more time. You could go on your tiptoes first if you like. Bending, looking forward, step or hop. Relaxing into that forward fold. Let your heart melt a little bit more. And again, if you'd like to, take your two-piece fingers, hook your big toes, and then use that grip, that hold, to draw yourself further into your posture. And if you would like to take those elbows from wide to narrow, rotate those forearms and elbows in toward each other. Spiral the thigh bones in. And use that grip on the big toes to draw your crown of your head toward the mat. Exhale, heart melts forward, a little further forward. And then release any hold that you have. Inhaling all the way up. So tall. Exhale to your heart center. And we're going to add on a little bit more. So you can take any variation. If we're adding something onto a pose and you would prefer to just hold the pose where it is, make this practice your own. Make it something that's going to work for you today. And that's exactly where you need to be. Top of your mat. Spread out the toes. Find a strong mountain to start with. Really widen across the collarbones and shoulders. Activate those legs and zip up through the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. Right foot steps to your warrior stance. Inhale, lifting up, strong warrior one. Exhale to your skater. Pivot, inhale to your crescent. Exhale to heart center. Take a breath. Exhale, push into your warrior three. Find where you need to be. So you can stay here in warrior three. If you'd like to add a Shiva squat, bending both knees, drawing that knee toward your ankle, possibly trying to just lightly tap to the mat. Inhale, extend. We'll do three. Belly button pulls in, trying to maintain a flat back. Two. Wobbling is okay. Pausing and trying again is okay. Inhale, good control, so much work. And one. Inhale, lift up, draw that knee forward and through. And exhale, hinge back into warrior three again. Squeeze your glutes. And then come into your plank pose with so much control. Big breath. Move through your chaturanga. Elbows in tight. Inhale, lift up. Cobra or upward dog. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Right leg inhales way up. Exhale, step forward. Find your warrior feet. Inhale up into a strong warrior one. Exhale into your skater. Hinge forward with that spine. Pivot and inhale into your crescent lunge. Big exhale to heart center. Firm up through that core. And as you breathe through your next breath, find your warrior three. So as you're here, you can keep it, or you can add your Shiva squat. Inhale, bending both knees, trying to tap your floating knee to the back of your calf or your ankle. And again, we'll do three. Maybe the top of the foot lightly touches down. You can see this side is my more challenging side. Two. Belly pulls in, reach in opposite directions through the foot and crown of the head. Last one. And inhale, lift up. Draw that knee forward. Exhale, back into your warrior three. All the way into your plank. Good control. Take a breath. Chaturanga down on your exhale. Inhale up into cobra or upward dog. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Stepping or hopping, forward fold. Take a deep inhale all the way up. Strengthen the feet, the legs, build up the spine. Exhale to your heart center. Into your mountain. And roll back and through. All right, we are getting there with this flow. We have one more that we're going to add on to the end. And if you like to have a chair in front of you for balancing work, or a wall to touch on, or anything really, make sure you set yourself up for success with your pose so you can take yourself just to the edge of it, but not beyond, and give yourself that challenge that you need today. Top of your mat. Spread out through your toes. Lift up those kneecaps. Zip up. Roll the shoulders open. Inhale to lift. Exhale and dive down. Drop the chin. Taking that right leg back, find your warrior stance. Inhaling up, big intentional inhale, right body spins forward. And then inhale again, exhale into that right hip, right heel. Breathe into your crescent lunge. Exhaling the hands to heart center. Taking a breath on the inhale, warrior three. Exhale through that Shiva squat. And back to warrior three. Inhale, stand tall, draw that knee forward. Lift up, 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 up. Draw the belly button in. And if you can interlock those fingers. Extend long through that floating knee. Draw your shoulders over your hips. See if you can hinge back into that warrior three, streamline. And then you can soften that standing leg, bringing your hands down to the mat for a standing split. So if you're not in a split, it's okay. Reach tall. Use your hands to lever your body. Let's bend both knees. Soften. And then just extend the standing leg first, just helping us to get our muscles a little further. And then extend the bent knee as high as you can, as tall as you can. And from there, then extend and reach. Arms are pulling forward. Reaching way back through that foot, stepping into plank. Take a breath. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop. Into your forward fold. Big inhale up. Spreading through the toes. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale and dive down. Drop the chin. Left leg steps into your warrior stance. Place the feet. Inhaling up, warrior one. Left body spins forward. And then exhale, sinking into that skater. Breathing into your lunge. Exhale to your heart center. Stay lifted in your spine. Breathe into warrior three. Inhale to that Shiva squat. Exhale, extend. Reach and tall. Inhale, lift up. Thumbs reach back. Shoulders over hips. Squeeze through those glutes. And if you can, extend. Feel that belly button working. And then swinging back and through into your warrior three, streamlining. Melting down into a standing split. So your 3 points, hands and a foot are reaching. Find that lift. And then softening both knees, just helping us to go a little deeper. Straighten your standing leg first. Draw the heart down. And then reach that bent knee up as tall as you can. And then as you can, straighten. Reach, reach, reach. If your muscles are shaking a little, that's okay. They're just excited. All the way into your plank. Take a breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend and hop or step. Forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale to heart center. Whew. Into your mountain. Oh man, my sweat is getting into my eyes. I can hardly see. Give me one moment here. Hard stuff. This is challenging. You are working hard, doing really, really well. We are going to go through that entire flow one more time, trying to be really fluid and moving with the breath throughout the whole thing. And then we're going to see about adding on some twists and rotations. So come back to the top of your mat. And then just roll back. And lift yourself up. And just take a minute to begin in a strong mountain. So lifting yourself tall. Wide belt cinches in for support. Legs are strong. Inhale. Exhale and dive. Drop the chin. Right leg steps back. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale to skater. Inhale to crescent. Exhale to heart center. Inhale to warrior three. Exhale to bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to warrior three. Inhale, 3-point stance, reach. And then bend on your exhale. Extend the standing leg. Inhale. Reach that bent leg. Exhale. And then one more breath to extend as fully as you can. And then float back with so much control. into your plank. Take an inhale at the top of that plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows in tight. Inhale, peel the heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend and hop. Or step. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale and dive. Tall spine into your warrior stance. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Exhale, skater. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift. Inhale, extend. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale to your 3-point stance. Exhale, bend and soften. Inhale, standing leg straightens. Exhale, back knee lifts. And then one more breath to extend to your full pose, whatever that is today. Control into your plank. Take a breath at the top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up. Exhale to your downward dog. Inhale, tippy toe. Exhale, step or hop. Into your forward fold. Breathe yourself all the way back up. All the way to your mountain. All right. Nice work, nice work, nice work. Gonna add on some twist options and then build them into the whole thing. Okay. So top of your mat here, bring your big toes together. Spread out through the little toes. Your heels are a little separated. So if this feels unstable, you can always bring your feet to hip distance and it'll be fine. Just do what feels like you have good control. Zip up, open, inhale, lift. Exhale and dive. Inhale into chair. So we're drawing our muscles. We can be up here, we can sit lower. We're drawing our muscles to the midline. Take a breath here, finding that wide band of muscles, such strong and supported. Inhale, push through the heels, lift up. Exhale, dive. Relax the upper body. Inhale, back into your chair. Exhale to heart center. So keeping the belly pulled in, keeping the shoulders strong, adding rotation. So inhale, center, really tall spine. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So move with your breath. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. It doesn't have to be fast. Nice slow breath. You want to try and keep your knees even and level with each other and your hips level. So we want to make sure we're not drifting forward with either knee. We're sitting low, we're keeping the belly button pulled in tight. One more time on each side, whatever you need to balance it out. Bring it center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and dive. Drop the chin. Take your right foot back. Find your warrior. Inhale, lift up. Warrior one. Exhale, skater. Flatten through that spine. Inhale, lift up into your high lunge. And exhale, step into your warrior three, heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior three. And then into your Shiva. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Find that stance. Just going into whatever iteration you're in today. And then bringing your feet together. Big toes. Inhale into your chair. Exhale to heart center. Taking your right elbow to the outside of your knee. Even out those knees. Couple breaths here. So using the pressure of the elbow, you can use your hand to help it out if you need to. Sit back through the hips. Use that pressure to draw the thumbs toward the middle of the ribs. If you have room to open, go for it. Eyes can look up or they can look down. Lots of good breath. Opening the heart to the side. And then bringing that back center. Inhale, lift. And exhale to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, dive down. Taking your left leg, stepping back into a warrior. Inhale, find that warrior one. Exhale into your skater. Inhale to your crescent. Exhale, pull the hands in, find warrior three. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back to your warrior three. Shiva through. Into your 3-point stance. Finding whatever extension you're at. And then bringing those feet together. Big toes come in. Inhaling to your chair. Exhale to heart center. Really tall spine. Breathing that left elbow. And again, you can use your hand to help it out. Into your twisted chair. Even out the hips, even out the knees. Use that elbow to thigh bone pressure to turn the shoulders. And if you have room to open, you can open looking up or looking down. Letting that heart open, 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 get tall through the spine. Exhale and twist, twist, twist. And then bringing that back. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. Gonna add on a little bit. We're almost there, guys. So standing up tall. And if you are sweating, me too. This is challenging work. Begin in your mountain. Take a minute, just close your eyes and check in, because we've been putting a lot of demands on our body and breath with our practice. So let's just check in and make sure we still know where we are at. Shoulders sitting evenly at our sides, level hip, even balance on the feet, activated legs. Close your eyes, take a small sway front to back on those feet. Try and get a perfectly balanced distribution of your weight, and then just shift a tiny bit forward toward the ball mount of the foot. Heart lifts up. We are ready. Inhale. Exhale, all the way down. Right foot steps back. Find your warrior feet. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to your skater. Inhale to your lunge. Exhale to your warrior three. Move through that Shiva. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, standing split. Bringing your feet together. Inhaling up. Exhale the right elbow, twist. Open if you like. Option to take that right foot, a giant step back into a tall rotated lunge. Reach long. You can also have your hands right here. You can have your hand on a mat over to the right of the foot. Reach back through that straight leg. Eyes can look up or they can look down at your big toe. One more breath. And from here, taking a giant step forward. Now if you have a block or a chair, you can have that there. Giant step forward. See if you can float that leg. Standing half moon. Reach long through your toes, through the top of the head. Woo! And then just drawing that through, bringing it all the way up. Exhale, bring it back center. So if you have to touch down with your foot a bit, It's okay. You can touch down, you can pause, you can wobble. It's all good. Other side. Spread out those toes, lift up. Zip up tall. Inhale. Exhale, dive. Into your right, left foot back. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, skater. Into the heels. Inhale into your low crescent, high crescent. Exhale to warrior three. Shiva on your next breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale to your standing split. Bringing the feet together. Inhale, up into your chair. Sit low. Exhale, elbow to knee, left elbow. And if you like, you can open, twisted chair. Option to take that left foot and step back. So finding that twisted lunge, any variation you want. You can look down at your big toe. Use your breath to inhale taller in the spine and exhale to turn the shoulders. And then closing that back, or no, not closing that up. Taking this forward to either the mat or a block. Giant step forward. Standing, twisted, half moon. Reach through your toes, reach through the crown of the head. Open the heart to the side. And then just bringing that up. Draw yourself up, rise tall. Exhale to heart center. Into your mountain. Guys are working so hard. We are going to go through one last time and bring it down to our mat at the end. To finish this challenging practice, it's keeping our breath rate up, maybe your heart rate up. I know my heart is going. If you're sweating, your body temperature's up, all these wonderful good things about your practice. So just draw yourself to the top of your mat, renew that posture, draw yourself up tall. Find that lift in the spine. Level out your jawbone, your ears, shoulders, your gaze. Inhale up. Exhale and dive into your right foot back, warrior stance. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, skater. Inhale to your crescent. Exhale to warrior three. Breathe through a Shiva squat. Inhale, lift. Shoulders over hips. Exhale, extend. Inhale, streamline, warrior three. Exhale, standing split. Take a breath here. Bringing your feet together. Inhale, up into chair. Exhale, right elbow twists around. Finding that rotated chair. Option, taking that right foot and stepping back. Finding that revolved lunge. Reach back strong, taking a breath. And then reaching forward with that hand into your standing, twisted, revolved half moon. Inhale, lift up to stand. If you touch down, fine. If you can do it without, great. Exhale to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale and dive. Left foot steps back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, skater. Inhale to your lunge. Exhale to your warrior three. Whew. Shiva squat on your next breath. Inhale to lift. Rise up. Exhale, extend. Inhale, streamline to your warrior three. Exhale to your standing split. For a breath here. Bring your feet together. Inhale to your chair. Exhale, elbow, left elbow to knee. Option to take that left foot and step back. Rotating that lunge. Turning the heart. Option to go into your standing twisted half moon. Reaching through your limbs. Bringing your feet together. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Lift the heart. Exhale to heart center. Exhale to your mountain. Oh, you did it. That was such a challenging flow. And we're done with that. So we are going to take this down to the mat for some inversion work. So you want to make sure that you have space on the mat behind you and that you're kind of clear to move. Little inversion work, just getting parts of your body above your heart that are not normally above your heart. So find a tall posture. You can make sure you're sitting evenly on your right and your left sits bones. Hands can come behind you. Lift up through that rib cage as if there's a string tied to the center and just lifting you tall. Low back is still engaged. We're not rounding out. If you can take those hands out of the equation, go for it. Feel like you're squeezing your butt, just like in a chair pose, as if you were going to push off through those heels, activate. And then if you can, inhale down, push your spine to the mat. Exhale, bring your feet to the ceiling and your arms to the mat. Rest your head. Take a breath. You can either stay here or you can roll and push through the palms. Option to support. Take a breath. No pressure in that neck. Belly pulls in. And as you exhale with good control, come on back up to that boat. Legs can be any amount of bent or straight. Take a breath. Exhale. Control down. Plow pose. Balance in the arms and shoulders. Take a breath. And rotate through. Maybe open. Extend long. Lift and open. Send that heart forward. 2 more times. You don't have to roll over. You can just reach those feet up and keep the tailbone grounded. Last time. And then just hug that in and round it out. Grabbing right in front of the shins there, right under the knees. Push your shins into your hands. Feel that separation in the shoulder blades. Take a big breath. Expand into the upper back. Letting the chin drop. Take one more breath into that upper back. And then bringing that back down, hugging those knees in. You can roll it out. Just taking a minute, letting that breath calm down. Bringing that back down. Windshield wiper out through those thigh bones. Sometimes when we're working so hard in a practice, it is so helpful for your brain. Bring that center stretch out. It just lets your brain forget about everything else that's going on in your world and just focus on what you're doing with your yoga practice. Big stretch from your fingers to toes. Get as tall as you can. And bringing it center, you can bring those knees in if you'd like to stir the thigh bones. And circle out through that tailbone. And then reverse that direction. Bringing it center if you'd like to do some butterfly circles, if that feels good on the hips. Anything else you need to do right now to resolve your muscles and your joints to finish out your practice. Just do what you need to do. Bringing that center. So at this point, if you would like to give yourself some time with Shavasana, maybe some meditation, maybe some breath, you can take the time you need for that. If you are finished for the day, you can come on up and sit comfortably. I'm glad you could join me and you can do yoga with me today. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears. Let the arms be heavy, sitting from the shoulders, lots of space between the ears and shoulders. And just take a moment to acknowledge the challenges that you rose to meet with your practice today. And acknowledge with the time that you took. So take some gratitude for that time you gave to your practice today. a little celebration of your accomplishments with your yoga, with your breath, with your focus. And take a very full breath. And just let it go. Bring your hands together, matching them, feeling that even pressure between all parts of your hands. Bringing them to your forehead for good thoughts, to your lips for good words, to your heart for good deeds. Take one more full breath. And just let it go. Namaste. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time.